Alright, what's missing from black relationships, in my opinion, is respect. If you look at any relationship between two people that's strong and that's solid, um, and that they've been together for a long time, I mean, you're he'll love, but what you're gonna hear is respect. Respect, sometimes, you know what? Love changes sometimes. It can be stronger, it can be weaker. It has a funny way of, changing character. But, respect, in my eyes, is that glue that holds a relationship together. And respect in terms of relationships is when both sides act on the best interest of the other party. Meaning, when I make a decision, I'm thinking for the both of us. And when you make a decision, you're thinking for the both of us. But you don't see that shit a lot in black relationships. I mean, it goes both ways. But as far as on the women's side goes, I mean, you guys can, publish whole articles about what you need and what you're looking for and what you demand. Why? Because you're just thinking about yourself. I mean, it's common sense, why a woman would want a successful dude. That's not, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to know that. But what are you doing for me? Don't tell me that bullshit. And I'm not talking about sexual shit. Let's get past that shit. I'm not talking about either, I can cook for you. It's 2008. Motherfuckers can cook. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, it is in a sense, but it's really not. In terms of every day. And plus, everybody's working. Ain't nobody coming home expecting to have meatloaf ready. Alright? Oh, clean for you. Once again, people don't have time to be cleaning up after each other. Shit. If you have kids, the kids do it. Or I know a lot of people who, pay $30 a week and, have a maid come through and clean up the house for them. So, like, how are you making me better? How do you act in my best interest? That's where respect comes from. Just think about it. If you're a dude, think about your homies and your boys. Why they your boys? Why do you kick it tough? Because they'll have your back. And they're going to look out for you. Alright, they're not going to leave you out to dry. They're just not going to think about themselves. But sometimes I don't think, a lot of black women see it. It's like they just want to show up and act like, oh, guess what? I'm the prize. That's it. What can you do for me? Because now that I'm in your life, everything is set. There's no issue. There's no problems. And I think that's bullshit. That is bullshit. I'm not even going to sit here and say, this is what you can do for me. Because I don't fucking know. All I know is what I can do for you. And that's it. And all I can say is, you know what? I'll try my best to, do what's best for the both of us. But you don't see that. You don't even feel that. You can't even get the sense that, maybe she's trying. Even the relationships that I've been in with black women, you never get that. It's always just about them. They'll do the smallest thing in terms of acting on your best behalf, and it's a big deal. But it's just common nature for us. Alright, and this is not even just for black men. Fuck, this is like any successful man. Like, I've had this conversation because it's not really a black issue. It's more of a man-woman issue, especially when a man is successful. So I've had this conversation with, some of my coworkers who are all different races and ethnicities. We've had this conversation before. So what is it? I mean, believe it or not, I've had relationships, with women who are non-black, and I got more of a sense of, she's looking out for me, or, she wants to feel like how I'm doing, and pick my head, and understand that, I have my downs and my ups to see what's really going on with me. Like a genuine concern, not just saying it just because, I have to say it, but she truly cares because if I'm better, she's better. Talk about that oneness shit, but how is it oneness when one side is just, looking out for their best interest? Like, we don't need your money. It's not about the money. It's never really about the money. That's what a lot of women like to think it is. It's not about the money. But it becomes an issue when it's clear that that's why you're only around. Because once again, you're looking after your own best interest. And once again, you can't respect that. I don't care what anybody says. People fall out of love all the damn time. That shit happens. I don't. If you could be married, and there's probably going to be points in your marriage where you're not even sure if you love this person anymore. But if you respect that person, that shit gets you through. When you know that, hey, she's doing her best, and that's all it comes down to. Knowing that she's doing her best to look out for you and for her, and if you have a family. But you know, when we talk about this black female male shit, it's like the man has to be the strength and the rock for everything, right? And I hate that shit. Oh, what can I do for you, baby? Oh, because you know, if I make her happy, everybody's gonna be happy. Oh, that's how it works. It doesn't work like that. Honestly, that shit may be cute for the first couple of years or the first couple of months, but that's why motherfuckers get divorced. Oh, she needs me, dog. She needs me. That shit is fine and dandy. Like, I used to like that shit too. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, dog, she needs me. But after a while, honestly, that shit wears away. So you have to ask yourself, damn, okay, like, do you even consider me? Do you even, like, think about how I'm feeling, what I'm going through? No. I should just be happy, right? Just because she's there. Alright? It's not even about dealing with your past. It's not even about, making up for what the bum-ass nigga did to you. Alright? That's not that hard. It's not that hard being with a woman who has kids or being with a woman who's getting her shit together. Like, that's never been an issue, at least not for me. But when it's an issue, when that's all it's about, just them, just whatever they're trying to do. You hear women with kids talking about, oh, you know what, I need a good man that's going to come in, but you know what, my kids come first, this comes first. So, like, what are you there for? Just to pick up the check? You already told me to my face that you have all this responsibility to do, but yet I'm supposed to commit to a long-term relationship. And I'm supposed to be working and do all these other things. Like, does that make sense? Or I'm sure I'm going to get people who say, oh, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, blah, 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 blah. But you think about it. I mean, women, y'all bitch and complain when you're not getting treated right and your man's not looking out for you and he's selfish and he does this, and that. Right? And rightly so. I mean, who wouldn't get mad? A fucking animal would get mad if you're not looking out for his best interest. So at the end of the day, I mean, y'all think about that shit. Where's the respect?